Hello everyone, welcome back to some more crosswords. Let's get the mini out of the way. You know what? Actually, let's not do that. Sunday is huge. I'm going to save the mini for when I need a break. And then I'll forget about it completely. But that's the plan anyway. Alright, surplus store. I gotta remember, this is some kind of hint to the theme. Don't forget it like what goes up must come down, and I had to rediscover the theme like with no hints. They're giving me a hint. Surplus store. All right. Sunday, the big daddy. I don't know. Is Saturday the big daddy? I think Sunday is. Like Saturday's harder, obviously. But Sunday is bigger, so that's my opinion. Sadistic feline character in a Scott Adams strip is Catbert. Specifically in the Dilbert strip, of course. Out? I don't know. Could mean a lot of things. Concern for a PR team. Well, bad press. A fiasco, I guess. A gaffe. I don't know, there's a lot of... Like some granola bars. Do they have diet granola bars? I don't know. Oaty? Do they want me to say Oaty? We'll see. Trembling. Well, okay, let's work on the downs. Mama Cass is something, isn't it? Some literary reference, I think. I'm not sure. A shade similar to turquoise is aqua. Yeah, because now trembling is a quiver. Good. That was when I saw the A in Cass. I was like, okay, yeah, it's probably a something, this trembling. And then I was like, okay, a quiver. Great. Makes aware of. Well, tips off. Something's in, probably. March Madness tourney with the, well, big. I mean, I thought they had they have the Final Four. I thought maybe that would be, but I guess not. All right. Not a sports aficionado. Flip inside out. Flip inside out. I don't know. Put a bluffer in a tough spot. You would re-raise a bluffer to make them... Alright, this is something about surgery. Give a whirl is try. Surgery... I don't know. Makes aware of. Turns on to. Big something. I don't know. Cisneros. I had a professor in college whose last name was Cisneros, but I don't know an author by that name. EVE? Flip inside out? I must be missing something obvious here. Huh. Alright, anyway, let's get back to some acrosses. Land as a fish. You would reel in a fish if you landed it. The Red Baron, for one, was a fighter pilot. An air ace is the 6-letter word to say that. Actually, I guess I'm not so sure about this S. Maybe I'm still wrong about Cass somehow. An unimportant sounding dessert. Unimportant sounding dessert? Okay, I don't quite get that yet. Hey, there's an A here. Could be Odie. All right, I'm gonna put that in. Amazon predator. So presumably they're talking about the rainforest or possibly the river here. a predator in the rainforest. They don't have tigers. Predator. Not sure. Dublin, alma mater of Oscar Wilde. Ugh. Don't worry, that only looked painful. I mean, I'm okay, you could say. But I don't think that's right. Early acceptor of mobile payments. Mobile payments? So I can't tell if the question mark means they're not talking about cell phones or if it means they are. Right? Like, mobile payments could be like a payment made while you are moving. Or it could mean a payment for like your mobile plan, your cell phone. Haughty looks. What's a haughty look exactly? It's not a glare or a leer. It's more of like a sneer, right? Sneers are haughty looks. But I like air ace more than I like sneer, so we're going to leave it for now. Posthumous award. A Darwin Award. I don't know if I would have... If there weren't the question mark here, I would still think Darwin. So I don't know. Maybe I got this wrong somehow, but the Darwin Awards are kind of a fake award. I guess maybe it's a question because they're not like real awards. They're like snide articles. Anyway, for people who speeded evolution along by removing themselves from the gene pool in stupid ways. Cause of death in many a murder mystery. Well, it's a mystery, of course. And look, we've got a perfectly situated why. But of course that can't be the answer because mystery is in a clue. I'm not sure. Lampoon. So to lampoon is to make fun of. To parody. I'm not sure how that fits into these letters. Humorist David. Gosh, there are so many. David Barry? Am I thinking of... Usually he's Dave Barry, though, right? David... Cross? They probably want Dave Cross. The guy who played Tobias Funke in Arrested Development is a... I don't know, he's not exactly a humorist so much as a comedian. Wait, am I looking at the wrong... Kidney related? Where is the humorist clue? Oh, it's here. Okay, phew. Did I read this one wrong too? No, that was lampoon. Okay, something kidney related is renal. Humorist David. Not sure. Montana in the 80s. The obvious thing is that they're talking about the state somehow, but that doesn't really narrow it down. There was, back when the 49ers were a good football team, I don't know, maybe they're good now, but in like the late 80s to early 90s is when I learned anything about football. I had a friend who was into football, and so I still believe like Steve Young is the best player out there, right? He's, I don't know about this whole, Tom Brady is one of them now? I don't know. Not on the Niners, but just like a big popular football player. Anyway, all my knowledge of football comes from like the early 90s. So seeing this makes me think of Montana. And there was a guy named Montana on the 49ers at that time. And that's kind of the 80s, right? Maybe he was on the team in the 80s as well. But like, what the heck even position was he and what was his first name? Steve Young something Rice? Jerry Rice? And Montana was like their running back, maybe? Or a receiver? Anyway, I don't remember it well enough, and it's not really very obvious that they're even talking about football here, so we'll leave it till we have more crosses. Let's get going. Zoom. I don't know. People who start arguments out of nowhere. Yeah, too long. Not going to figure out the theme clue from nowhere here. Metal in galvanization. You use zinc when galvanizing. Z should be exciting in the cross. An industry magazine. Well, never mind. I have no idea. Hands off. Mine! Hands off. Let's get going. Come on, let's get going. Industry magazine. CZ? I don't know. Comes after. So you could be chasing something. You could be trying to get something. You could just go, like, be later than it in time. We had something like coming after recently where they were talking about suing, right? I can't immediately think of a synonym for that fits here. Embedded design, don't know. Stud fees, antes. Is that the second poker clue? It is. We have re-raise and antes. Is Czar an industry mag? Oh, magnate! I read it wrong. It's not a magazine. Okay. REO, sure, was a car company. Why not? A lighthearted movie is a romp, I think. Painter Velasquez. Yeah, there's an accent on the A. Velasquez. All right. Anyway. Network that once advertised its primetime block as must-see TV. Oh. Who was must-see TV? NBC? It was NBC, right? That was like, Seinfeld was must-see TV, I think. City with views of the Mediterranean and Mount Carmel. I don't know. Mecca? Probably not. Any member of the Twelver branch of Islam? I suppose they must be Sunni? Well, no, because it shouldn't be plural, so I guess it's a Shiite? I don't know. Those are the two branches I know of, and one of them fits. Officers who woke up on the wrong side of the cot. I don't know. No longer plagued by. If you're not plagued by something anymore, you are rid of it. The R of Bay Area Rapid Transit is rapid. Material for some suits. Nylon? I don't know. Do you make suits out of nylon? What about like hazmat suits? There's a lot of things that could go there. Radon? I don't know. Do you put radon in? I have no idea what radon is. Is it good for radiation or bad for it? Is it a fabric? Probably not. Good to go. I don't know. One who's unfaithful is a heretic, I would have thought. I guess that doesn't fit, does it? What do you just call someone who... Okay, yeah. Atheist is a little more normal there. I just couldn't think of the word for it. Someone who doesn't believe in a god. What do you call that? Anyway. Revenue sources for podcasts, they use ads, not suds, but ads. Go on a rampage, something out. Hulk out, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'll pencil in this wrong. HAU. I guess I should pencil in the U as well. Alright, do I have any more downs that I haven't had a chance to look at yet? Son of... A goddess who cursed echo to repeat her words of others must be Hera. Yeah. Probably one of many people Zeus was dallied with, shall we say. The son of Hera. Kind of looks like Ares, doesn't it? I was so happy with the Darwin Awards, though. Muppet who sings I Refuse to Sing Along. Must be Bert. He's kind of contrarian. Humorous David, don't know. 1%ers and the like are elites. Something Creed? Capital Creed? I have no idea. Demolition material is TNT. Someone who's out is absent. Surgery. This is like a positive outcome of a surgery, something you would say afterwards. I don't know. Humorous David. I mean, this is probably a vowel, but that doesn't really give me the answer. Posthumous award. An estate. When someone dies, they award an estate to someone. Still don't know this. 90 Creed. I have no idea what that means or if it's a thing. Doesn't go straight. Something that doesn't go straight veers off. Ah, a surgery verdict is the operation was successful. Sedaris, David Sedaris. Nice and what? I don't understand this at all. Where were we? We just finished veers off. Requiring a lot of attention, say. High maintenance. Needy? Don't know. I'm glad to see that romp crosses with veers off. Off the beaten path. Something off the beaten path is... not like a subject off the beaten path, but a person who goes off the beaten path is a field, I think. They're sort of far away from the usual place. Adidas competitor? Nike, I suppose? But then what's this lighthearted movie? Oh, this isn't even how you spell out. Idiot. Okay. Go on a rampage. I don't know. City with views of the Mediterranean. AOC, for example, is a rep, a House representative. This must be a surprise something. Fighter? Fighters? What does this have to do? Like, what's this theme? Surgery verdict, surprise fighter. Okay, they start with Sir. Okay. Okay, good, yeah, because officers who woke up Oh, also a surplus store. Yeah. Officers who woke up on the wrong side of the cot are surly somethings. Requiring a lot of attention, say. Okay, oh, Puma. Okay, good. So this can still be romp. Something that comes after ensues. Someone who's going on a rampage is running riot. Lampoon, oh, it's just satire, okay. Flip inside out. I guess evert must be a word? Got me. Big dance? Really? I had no idea they called it the Big Dance, but Sandra's a name. Okay. Grab onto. Glom, perhaps? Not in love with that. But to someone who's been hornswoggled has been duped. It means to fool or trick. Author Murdoch, played on screen by Kate Winslet and Judi Dench. Eric? I have no idea who this Murdoch person is. Wait, it shouldn't be Eric because those are women. Maybe one woman could play a man in one movie, you know, kind of like a Mrs. Doubtfire thing. But it would be quite a coincidence if it happened twice. So probably this person is a woman. And, you know, a woman's name with this shape is Erin. We'll just pencil that in. Actually, you know what's even better is Iris. Because a Spanish name is Diego. Embedded design. I don't know. We'll see. Do I have any more downs with a lot of clues? A faux pas is an error, a mistake, a misstep. Begin to develop. I mean, grow, but to begin to develop. Could even be about photographs, right? You develop film, but I don't know what the first step of that is. Quartet that performed at Woodstock for short. Oh no. There were a lot of people at Woodstock. I don't know who performed. Well, hopefully I'll figure out these surly cops. Squirrels away. You save something if you squirrel it away. Let's just look at the downs we have process on. Biodiverse habitat is a reef. They have a lot of biodiversity in ocean reefs. I was thinking more like a biosphere or something intentionally designed to be self-sustaining, but that's not the same as biodiverse. Gets going, so to speak, while revs doesn't fit. They're written in chess notation. Moves are written. Oh, hang on. Moves are written in chess notation, so I'm pretty happy for this to be Iris now. Gets going, like, could be roars, right? Oh, but then there's this AED. Yeah. An abbreviation that belongs to some entry-level job titles. Begins them, not belongs to them. Entry-level job assistance. A unit of stamps is a sheet. You buy stamps in sheets. Soirees. Oh, this must be a sir. That's nice. Start of a conclusion, thus. And the TSA is an airport monitor. Okay. Everyone dressed in their finest board shorts must be surfer galas? I guess? I'm trying to figure out if there's anything more than this. They start with SUR is the theme. I don't see anything else much in common between the words, or the answers. It's weird that they would even have to give us the hint up here. Like, you could see the sir pretty easily. I don't know. Gets going. Ingredient that turns a black Russian into a white Russian. You pour milk into it. Vodka and Kahlua, right, for a black Russian. Add milk for white. Felt bad. Pined. If you're pining, that's a bit. That's one way to feel bad, but that doesn't seem right here. German city where Charlemagne was buried. Blank A. Don't know. All right, there's now we've got all the downs we had a lot of progress on. Let's get back to crosses. Still don't know about this material. Loose and flowing as a dress. What are loose and flowing dresses? Don't know. What's the holdup? Question mark. Well, a holdup is a robbery, but it's also a delay. Is it really just delay? Probably not. That doesn't seem like the right kind of clue for that. Holy guacamole could just be yikes. I don't know. Yowza? I don't know. Response to a breach of movie theater etiquette. Shh. Could be SSH. I always forget how you're supposed to spell that. Polynesian performance is a hula, though, so looks like an H. Right, Hawaii's in Polynesia. Last eaten part of a loaf. The last part of a loaf of bread is the heel, at least one of them. Supports. Well, okay, this is probably an S. So support obviously can be a verb, but it can also be a noun, right? The things that support a building. Four for a grand slam. There are 4 runs in a grand slam in baseball. U blank blank KS? What? Huh. They often end on a low note. Dramas. Sometimes, well, no, they usually like a happy ending. Happy-ish. It's probably more about some kind of a musical thing. But what starts with a G? I don't know. Oh, many a Dickensian child. Malnourished? Rickety? I don't know. Island whose name rhymes with this. Yikes, yowza, oh boy, I don't know. Chef's topper. So this could be what you would top a dish with. It could also be like a fancy name for the chef's hat. And I bet it's the fancy name for the chef's hat, but I don't know what that is. Something kebab? Shish kebab is what we usually say, right? Ah! So this must be RBIs, not runs. So run. Briefly, yes, I missed that. So it has to be an abbreviation. It can't be runs. It has to be RBIs. Runs batted in. This is I don't know if this is like, I don't know. Kebab, there's a lot of ways you can, or at least two ways you can spell it that are both in the dictionary in English. K-A-B-O-B is the other acceptable way, although I think a bit tacky personally. I only know of one way to spell shish in English, which is this. So, okay, but now supports. We have this B. Backs. If you back something, you're supporting it. German city. Oof. Still don't know. Gas. Gases. I don't know. Tailor's measurements. Well, there's sizes in a way. They also measure like fabrics before cutting them. Be awesome. Something that's awesome. Rules. Get 101%, on an exam. You would surpassed something. I was hoping expectations, but that's way too long. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Really bothered. Irked, vexed. Irked is just a... Well, RX is a little suspicious. Okay, because urban legends are retold again and again. Appetizer often served with mint chutney. Probably some Indian thing, right? Samosas? Wait. I always have to double check. Yes. A samosa is a kind of Indian food. A mimosa is a kind of alcoholic drink, and I constantly get them confused. Pioneer Day celebrant. I don't know. Really bothered. Don't know. Actually, what about these downs? Paste used for home repairs. You use spackle. I don't even know. Is spackle a brand name or like a generic product? Or like drywall, I'm pretty sure is not a brand name. Frequent result of wearing a bike helmet. Hat hair, I guess? I was searching for a synonym for that not ha hair. I was searching for a synonym for this that doesn't use the word hat, because a helmet's not a hat. You would get helmet hair. But okay, I'll accept that hat hair is the generic version of helmet hair. Hot-headed ones are matches. Stuntwoman Kitty, known as the fastest woman in the world. I have no idea. Is this gases? I don't understand what this means, though. They often end on a low note? No. It could be bases. Maybe. If this weren't a gala, but something else. But it's a soiree, right? It has to be a gala. Yeah, this is going to be a tough letter to fill in because I can't think of the German city, and I don't know this person's name. And, okay, maybe I can figure it out from felt bad. And this, okay, maybe I can get there eventually. How about this E? What contacts contact? Your eyes are contacted by your contacts. Sally Mae. Wait, I guess, okay, it must be, because like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are like things that May usually would go with, I think, but Sally Mae must be a person of some sort, sure. Celsius with a namesake temperature scale. Anders? A Pioneer's Day celebrant something man? Something that really bothered you ate at you. Yes, it's 2 words. I was trying to find a 1-word thing. It didn't work. Oh, Utahn. Because well, all right then is okay. All right. Pioneer Day must be a holiday in Utah. One of a pair on the table. There have been 2 poker clues. This could and this pair and table are words that come up in poker. I wonder if this is somehow poker related. But I think it's not, because I can't think of anything pokery that fits here. Site of a noted oracle, Delphi, or else like San Jose, haha. How a tandem bicycle is built in parts? I don't know. Longly? Why someone might practice deep breathing every 5 minutes. Surface something. Some kind of anxiety. Asthma. I don't know. Figure out, deduce. Multi-paragraph blog comment, maybe. Probably a screed is what they're looking for. Your W2 ID is your social security number. Nitpick. When you're knitting, you have to pick a needle. Only state capital that shares no letters with the name of its state. E-R-R-E? God, I'm bad at state capitals. Oh, I missed it. This one is also nitpick, but without the K. Very funny. Detail? I don't know. Intrigued by. I don't know. We still don't know the stuff up here, which is a bummer. Well, I know I have this H now, right? Ah, a piranha. I always spell it wrong. I want to put the H here. Dublin alma mater. Something ending with TY, perhaps? Then... yes, an embedded design is an inlay. Trinity. Trinity is in Dublin. Trinity College. Someone who needs a lot of attention is clingy. Clingy. I guess this must be glom. Could be glob. No. Ah, murder mysteries. Everyone's always being poisoned with cyanide in those. Don't worry, it looked painful. Could be I'm fine. Maybe he was just an airman. An unimportant sounding dessert is a trifle. Yeah, okay. I think when it's food, it's usually pronounced truffle, right? I don't know. Maybe... What's the difference between a trifle and a truffle? Because I've seen truffle spelled UFF. I kind of thought it was the same thing as trifle. And that was just like a different way to pronounce this? I don't know. Don't worry, that only looked painful. I guess it must be I'm fine. PR firms really care about optics. He's an airman. Early acceptor of mobile payments. That's a little weird. Yeah, they are sneers. Montana was a Niner! Oh, I got it! It was the 49ers, guys! The first sports answer I've ever had an idea on. I don't know what this Calder is, though. That's a weird one. Oh, Montana. What was his first name? Not John. Joe? Joe Montana? It was Joe Montana. I did it. All right. Faux pas. Yeah, still kind of weird on these. Good to go. Still don't know. Stand up at the altar. So if you stand someone up at the altar, it could mean like you leave them at the altar. They go there to get married and you run away. You stood them up, right? And that could be jilt, I think. But I'm not sure. Jilt might be more about cheating on someone than just generally spurning a lover. The other... What else could stand up at the altar? Ah. I think a stand up at the altar is a day? I'm not sure how you pronounce that, actually. That's like a stand, right? I don't know. We'll see. Like the speaking podium? Gets going, so to speak. Is there any way this is not moves? No. And backs, surfer galas, I don't know. I mean, I guess... I mean, this probably ends with N, right? That sounds German. Somethingchen, like Munchen? I don't know. Felt bad. Just has to be galas, because this is definitely milk. Entrance. Enthrall is too long. Delight? It could be. If you're entranced by something, you're delighted by it. Oh, wait a minute. Why? Entrance. That's also a different way. Yeah, those words are spelled the same, huh? How about English? Wow. Let's hear it for English, guys. Entrance. Entrance. I don't know. I'll still pencil in delight. You can't stop me. Roman triumvirate. I. That's how they would spell 3 in Roman. The question mark is mandatory here, because otherwise it really should be about 3 people. German city, don't know. Do a favor for a vacationing friend, perhaps. You would house sit for such a person. They often end on a low note. I don't understand gases. Oh, surfer balls! Okay. Gets going is probably royals? No. Surfer balls. You could have a soiree at a ball, or vice versa. What is the second half of, like, verdict, fighters? Oh, no! Oh, I get it now. These are Sir Prize Fighters, right? Prize Fighters is a thing you could say, but it's like spelled wrong here. And this is a jury verdict. Again, spelled weird. Okay. So these are gonna have to be like a well-known saying or word pair or something, where the second part is misspelled. Yeah, it's gonna be, so it's a 3-letter, or it's a clue in the answer is in 3 parts: sir, and then a word, and then another word. And probably the first word has to be the one that's misspelled, if I had to guess. So down here, this is past. P-A-S-T is what they're misspelling here. Past, but I don't know what 7-letter word would come after that. Okay, what was I even working on last? I just got surfer balls. I forget why. Rolls? Someone who gets going rolls? Maybe? Could be. Yeah, delight, German city. Often end on a low note. Okay. Oh, this actually could be bassos. Doesn't have to be an E. I think it is an O, actually, because... Well, I don't know. It could be either. Because a bass, basses, is like a plural of a musical instrument, right? But bassos is plural of a singer with a low voice. So I think either of these would work. O'Neill could fit here, by the way. But why store? Sir plus store. Yeah, I don't get it. One of a pair on a table. On the table. Where are my clues? Many a Dickensian child, I still don't know. Water heater? Well, squid fits as the beginning here. And QUE is like kind of a common thing you might have at the end of a word. Like if a Q is going to show up somewhere, this is a good place for it to be, is what I mean. But how is a squid a water heater? Squidward? I don't know. I haven't ever watched SpongeBob, but I understand it's very popular with the right demographic. Women's History Month. Ah, okay. This must be Maui. And this must be Zowie? Or Wowie, I guess. Yeah, Wowie, because Dickensian childs were waifs. It's kind of luck, actually, that this I happened to fit, huh? Since apparently Delight was wrong. What's the holdup? Dunno. Still? I don't really love this dace, but it's NBC, right? I'm pretty sure. If we keep having trouble, we can come back to this and try some other networks like CBS or... Pretty sure it wasn't Fox. Women's History Month. So this is March or May. Tailors measure waists. Entrance or entrance. Huh. Supplies are limited. Order now. I hope you guys like my infomercial voice. That's twice so far. I don't know. That was very like sarcastic. Order now. Supplies are limited. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure it doesn't sound much like an infomercial, but anyway, getting 3 square meals a day. Someone who is getting 3 square meals is well fed. Surfeit. EIT would fit here. Surfeit is a word, right? Zest is appeal. Cash is hide. Okay. So this is fit. fitness. But fit... How is this going to fit with another word? Because, like, it doesn't, right? So, as written, it can be read as in two ways, right? Once as a single word starting with sir and then another word, or again as sir and then two separate words. And only the first of those has to be spelled right. So this could be surfeit something. Surfeit. I always forget surfeit or surfet. Surfeit. I think it's surfeit. I don't know. It's one of those schwas. Who knows? They're all the same. Did I skip any here? I skipped this one. Animal whose genus name Phascolarctus means pouch bear, must be a koala. Direction for one who's been in Benin to go to Togo? I don't know where those places are. Get out of here. Popular name for a black and white pet. What black and white pet would be popular? Spot, I guess, right? Mostly white with a black spot, or vice versa? Nope. Because the tandem bite is built for 2. West. There you go. Popular name for a black and white pet. I don't know. Knit pick. Intrigued by in awe to? I don't think so. How now? Nitpick. This bottom corner is a little weird. Surly officers. So they could mean police officers. They could mean military officers, right? Surly medics are, like, sometimes medics are officers, but so how about the word breaks in these theme clues? I think in the two ways of reading it, there's always a word break after the, like, misspelled word, right? Surprise, there's a break after prize and surprise. Surgery, there's a break after surgery and after jury. Okay, what's this surfer balls about? Fur balls? I guess. And again, there's a break after surfer and after fur. So, surpassed. Perfect. If you got 101%, you surpassed even perfect. And the past perfect is a grammatical tense. Oh, waste is spelled wrong. There we go. Yeah, entrance is bewitch. See, I told you it was entrance. O'Neill is still plausible. Pierre? I don't know what Pierre is the capital of, but sure. Ah, so a loose and flowing dress is billowy. 2 L's, please. I know how to spell it. I just thought I hit the button twice and didn't. Begin to develop. It could be grow, I guess. But like a G? No, something that's developing is brewing. There's a storm brewing out there. Yes. A faux pas is a no-no. Surly. And it has to be Lee. This must be S, right? Officers, plural. CS? For short. Sea, sky. I don't know. Material for some... Oh, that should be an N. Linen? You make linen suits? CSNY, New York, I guess. Officers. Majors. What the heck is Lee Majors? I've never heard of that. Good to go means all set. This is linen. Stand up at the altar is jilt. How nice for me. Toke? Taupe? Oh, a water heater. Could it be a squirt gun? What does that have to do with heating, though? One of a pair on the table is a shaker. You would have salt and pepper shakers. An office worker, I never even saw this clue, is a staffer. Okay, so this is not now. Surfeit of anger? Yes. You practice deep breathing because you just have too much anger. And fit of anger is okay, so they got me on this one because it's actually, it doesn't have to be 2 words or 3 words. This one can be 3 words or 4 words. This must be a squirt gun. Oh yeah, because a nitpick would pick a louse of some kind. Ah, to nitpick some, like, you know, like monkeys picking nits out of each other to delouse, right? Okay. How odd. Intrigued by is drawn to, and now this really has to be a squirt gun. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna make it in under an hour, but it's gonna hopefully be close if I'm right about any of this stuff. Was just this word here. Felt bad. Ugh. All right, let's pencil in the L. Now that's a K, excuse me. Someone who felt bad ailed. Oh, 5844. We got him. Under an hour. Very good. Okay, that was a fun one. The theme, I still don't know why it's surplus store. Just because, like, that's a convenient phrase that has surplus in it, I guess? Huh. 15 French words that will raise your crossword game. It's true, état and été show up pretty often. Right, été is spring, I happen to know, just because it's been in enough crosswords. Okay, cool. Well, let's try to get the video done in just exactly an hour. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.